running out of time, Director. If the subject fails to respond...
I don't need you to remind me what is at stake.
My apologies, sir. I didn't mean to...
The girl will survive, Gemini. She must.
Do you think she has any idea how important she is?
Hardly. How could she know? The existence of evolved humans has always been a closely guarded secret.
The rise of a dominant new species, just as Dr. Suresh predicted. A brave new world.
Indeed. And one that will soon have no room left in it for humanity. Unless the girl is what we hope she is.
Hello again, Dahlia.
Where's my sister?
Is that any way to greet your host?
I haven't seen her in 2 days, and I want to know why. If you touch one hair on her head, I swear.
You need to focus, Dahlia. Breathe. Take a moment to remember how lucky you are.
Lucky? I'm a prisoner here.
What do you think your life would be like on the outside? An orphan girl with an evolved power. They treat you like a monster. Not here. At the quarry, we celebrate our differences.
You mean you experiment on them?
Perhaps your sister would make a more suitable test subject.
No, I'll do it. Just leave her out of this.
That's what we like to hear. Let's get started.
Commencing test sequence 1. Basic movement systems activated.
That's it, Talia. Now, we need to do a quick vision test. Look up to the observation window, please. Okay, Dahlia. Let's take it from the top. Nice and slow. When a floor tile lights up, walk over to it as quickly as possible. Now just one more diagnostic test, and we can begin studying your abilities. Platform illuminates. Jump on top of it. Very good, see? You're a natural. Okay, now step through the door and we can begin sequence 2.
Commencing test sequence 2. Pneumatic doorway mechanisms activated.
Step forward into the testing chamber, Dahlia. Okay, Dahlia, let's try one more warm-up. See that red door across the room? I want you to open it, and I'm not going to tell you how. Well done, Dahlia. Now, please, step through the open door.
Did you really think it would be that easy? Any human could do what you've just tried. I need you to prove that you're special. Your whole life, people have been calling you different. A freak. How did that make you feel, Dahlia?
Take a wild guess.
Alone.
More like pissed off.
Good. Use that anger. Bottle it up and channel it into your hands.
Right. As Mr. Mason said, why don't you try using that box to help you exit the room?
Yes, that's it. Now use it to get yourself out of the room.
On back, we filled the box with precisely the amount of lead necessary to match your own body weight.
There. Satisfied?
Excellent, Talia. Your telekinetic abilities are coming along quite nicely. Now step through the door, and we'll begin sequence 3.
Commencing test sequence 3. Advanced telekinesis systems activated.
Just like last time, Dahlia. Step forward into the chamber. Now for something more challenging. Let's see if you can use your abilities to exit the room without our help.
I'm as smart with me, Dahlia. It's easy. Anyone could do it. Excellent work, Dahlia. You're getting the hang of it now.
Weird. They never check our vitals right after testing. It's always on our off days. Something's definitely up.
Dahlia. A star pupil.
Star prisoner, you mean?
Any way you slice it, you're still a star. Do you know how many others I've tested over the years? 71 children with evolved powers.
There are that many others like me?
More than you could ever imagine. The world is a patchwork of secrets, Dahlia. A cheerleader in Odessa, Texas, with the power to regenerate. A man in Tokyo, Japan, who can stop time. A traveling salesman who can store a person's memory on a coin. They all have a part to play. But none of them are as vital as you and your sister.
I don't care about your work. I just want to get my sister out of here so we can have a better life than the average lab rats.
As you should.
Excuse me?
I'm not a monster, Dahlia. I don't wish to detain you and your sister forever. You are free to go, as soon as you prove that you can use your abilities without harming another person.
I would never hurt anyone. I have total control over my TK.
I'm not talking about your telekinesis. I'm talking about your new abilities.
What do you mean, new abilities?
Calm down, Dahlia.
That needle's the size of a samurai sword. You calm down.
I call it TS-14, a little cocktail of my own creation. DNA taken from an evolved human subject, and my own Gemini formula.
If you come one step closer with that thing...
And if you come at me with your powers, I'll have no choice but to take out my anger on your sister. This might sting a little. You shouldn't have done that.
I'm sorry, I didn't... I wasn't...
Commencing test sequence 4. Secondary power induction activated.
Something different. I don't know what it is.
Welcome back, Dahlia. We were worried about you for a while there. Thought maybe your body couldn't handle the Gemini formula.
What have you done to me? Mason, answer me! Which one again? Now where's the box?
Sorry, Dahlia. No box this time. Everything you need is already inside you.
My God, it's working.
Commencing test sequence 5. Power synchronization systems activated.
What have you done to my sister?
She is safe, as long as you cooperate.
We both know she's able to manipulate time. How'd you get her powers into that suit?
The wonders of science.
If you hurt her.
She's back in her room, playing like always.
I don't believe.
Then put that disbelief to use in your tests. Who knows? One of these doors might just lead to your sister.
You said my sister would be here.
I said she might be waiting through one of these doors, Dahlia. You ought to listen more carefully.
Enough with the mind games. Just give me the next test.
All right, Dahlia. You asked for it.
Director Mason had to take a call, so please move along to the next room. I'm sure we'll get him back here shortly.
Commencing test sequence 10.
I think she gets the point by now.
Okay, Dolly, this one I'm especially proud of. In the history of the quarry, it's song. That's why I call it the Demoralizer.
That's like the worst name I've ever heard in my life. Seriously, you should be embarrassed.
Just shut up and solve the puzzle.
Fine. I just hope it doesn't demoralize me. keep doing this to me?
Bring her back to her cell. She's no use to anyone in this condition.
Yes, sir. And what about the sister?
You better prepare an injection for her as well, just in case.
Dahlia! What happened to you?
I'm so sorry, Cass.
When you didn't come back the last 2 nights, I thought maybe you went where the other kids go.
No, Cassie. I'm not ever gonna leave you. And as for the others, we don't know for sure where they went. For all we know, they could be back home with their parents.
I hope so. But what about you? They had to carry you into bed this time.
Don't worry about me.
But Dahlia!
Cassie, I figured something out while I was gone. It's about your visions.
How to stop them?
No, how to understand them. How to use them. Those aren't dreams or nightmares you've been having. They're glimpses into another time.
Another time?
I know it sounds crazy, but I think I actually went there. Into the future. And maybe once I learn how to control it more, I'll be able to help you control yours.
And then we can leave?
Whatever it takes. What's going on?
More testing.
She just woke up.
Sorry, kid. Director Mason's orders.
I'll come back for you. I promise. That was a break.
Freight breaks are no longer a luxury we can afford. Not when we're so close to unlocking the secrets of this new genetic code.
You can't just pull me from my sister like that. She's scared enough as it is.
Scared? You're the one who should be scared, Dahlia. Especially after you see what we have in store for you in these new tests. Celebrations. Prepare the next test and